Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen because my viewer demographic definitely is just dudes. This is gotta be the biggest atrocity of all time. So if you guys want to hear anything about Sparking Zero, specifically Gogeta and Sparking Zero, go ahead and lock in right now. Stay with me now. To get right into things, Gogeta is obviously in Sparking Zero. We have Z, Gogeta Blue, and of course Super Saiyan 4. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the last year or two, we have had the most, and I mean the most, atrocious hating on my boy Gogeta. I mean back to back to back. It's actually in a row. It's actually insane, actually. Let's just get into it, starting from Blue, actually. Last year, Blue Gogeta was in a very small yet toxic meme called Trap BBN. Someone animated Gogeta getting back shots from Broly. Now, of course, most people would take that as disrespect towards Gogeta, and it is. But of course, real Gogeta fans know the power of the back shots. But anyways, that's besides the point. Gogeta was getting disrespected. He was getting disrespected. It got to the point where people had to actually, say, being a Gogeta fan in 2023, it's that serious. It's actually insane. Why are people doing this? But there's more. Because even more recently, we've gotten a bit of a meme about Gogeta 4 versus Kaba. And how Kaba solos. Insane. Insane. Now, I am in the camp that believes that Kaba could theoretically do so. Just because of how trash super scaling is. But at the same time, I don't care. Gogeta's cooler. So I want him to win anyways. That's kind of part of the meme anyways. But that's not even all. That's not even all. No. Because we get a home for run. We got all three. They didn't just stop at Gogeta Blue. They didn't stop at Gogeta 4. They said, hold on, let's get the whole trio. Sparking Zero. Okay, Sparking Zero. Obviously, they're going to have Gogeta in there. But what, for some reason, footage, well, that's really screenshots, brought to you by Rhymestar, by the way, they decided to change Gogeta's entire personality. So in the game, you have the moves, blah, 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 blah. So Gogeta, I think it's called his Soul Punisher combo. I think it's called Soul Punisher, but it's a combo into Soul Punisher. It's his move he does in Z. In the move, he pops the most weird smirk ever. And then proceeds to not Soul Punisher, but to do the Punisher Drive, and then does a little smirk at the end. That's not Gogeta. That's not Gogeta. That's Vegito. That's not Gogeta. That's Gogeta 4, not Gogeta Z. That is, I don't know what's, this Sparking Zero trailer, or rather, Styles' gameplay of Sparking Zero for Z Gogeta has just shown to me how they just don't like Gogeta. It has to be. That's a 3-in-1, what do you call it, like 2-year span of Gogeta getting dogged on. Gogeta would never smile like that. He doesn't even smile. That's the thing about Gogeta. Gogeta's only smiled sincerely after defeating an opponent that had to be destroyed, and he was able to save their soul with the Soul Punisher. That's the only time he had a genuine smile in Z. That's the only time he smiled. He was dead serious the entire fight with Janemba because he was evil. Gogeta in Z does not play games. He doesn't smile when he's hitting a cool combo. He just beats you up and smiles when the job is done. That is so lame. And I'm pulling up a picture right now. Actually, I think it's probably been the picture that's been on the screen for right now. Gogeta's hitting this weird pose that is clearly from Gogeta 4. And he's hitting this disgusting smirk. Gogeta doesn't do that. Gogeta does not do that, man. He's not animated like Gogeta Blue is, like Gogeta 4 is. He is straight to business. Gogeta in general is supposed to be straight to business, but obviously Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was just like a horrible run, because they clearly just wanted to have Vegito in the story, but they chose to have Gogeta 4, because they know Gogeta has a better design, so they knew if they wanted to make money, they go to Gogeta. But they still wanted the personality of Vegito, because that's clearly who they liked anyways. And then they made that disgusting hybrid of Gogeta and Vegito that ended up just being Gogeta 4. Cool design, but sucks in every other aspect. Absolutely atrocious. Just the worst thing ever. But back to this Gogeta Z thing. This man is clearly copying Gogeta 4's flow, and it's not doing it well. He has his own flow. He has a unique flow. No one does it like Gogeta. The closest thing we have to Gogeta is maybe Piccolo. Because Piccolo, when he fights, does not play games either. He just beats you up. The problem is, he doesn't have much screen time anyways. And also, he, actually, no, he's pretty much just like a good version of Piccolo. He's just a good version of Piccolo. He's Piccolo if he's a Saiyan, a.k.a. Piccolo if he was Peak. It's so dumb that they would do that, especially since if you think about what Gogeta actually represents, Gogeta Z specifically represents friendship, and not only friendship, but quite literally peace. He is quite literally the angel born in hell. Why is he doing all of this? He is quite literally, okay, the best way I can describe it to you is, Goku isn't the angel born in hell. He is a Saiyan who likes to fight, but also has a good heart. He's pure of heart, awakened by fury. That's what he is. The legendary Super Saiyan Son Goku. Gogeta, on the other hand, a lot less of that. Especially for Z, we don't know if he likes to fight, because we don't see him in a fight where he wants to be there. And a lot of people do like to say that Gogeta Z and Gogeta 4 are supposed to be the same people. You just watch the movie, you can tell that's not true. I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious. Like, the amount of animated stuff that Gogeta 4 was doing, and then Z Gogeta doing none of it, you can kind of tell that Gogeta 4 is just a whole new guy. Like, it's so dumb. It's really so dumb. Gogeta Z would just never be doing anything like this. He's not the type of person to just be smiling for no reason. He smiles sincerely. He's not the type of guy to just do the most weird little animated little side to side back and forth. No. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. This is so dumb. Now, obviously it's not like I can fix the game and I'm still going to be playing Sparking Zero. I'm not saying don't download the game. I'm not saying boycott it. It's still going to be peak. But we got to acknowledge the fact that clearly the community has just been hating on my boy Gogeta. Because let's not be a little fake and not act like Gogeta is not the biggest moneymaker for Dragon Ball. Let's not act like that's fake. Because first of all, the DLCs, or rather the pre-order bonus for the game, is literally Gogeta and Broly. They're too good to be in the base game. You had to pre-order to get them early because they're that peak. They know people like Gogeta and Broly, mainly Gogeta, of course. And to even go even further, in that same step where they offered you the pre-order bonus of Gogeta, they also put aside Superhero and Daima. I mean, Daima, who cares? Daima's like, nah. We don't even know what's happening in Daima yet, so we can't be hyped for that. But they already know he's hyped. That's why they got him next to Superhero. Because you take a Superhero, you think of Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. They're putting him on the same level as those guys. He is on the same level. Probably more hype, actually. Yeah, he is more hype. Gogeta is just like that. Everyone knows that Vegito is, while he is the more popular fusion, he's not making as much money as Gogeta is. There's 3 Gogetas out there. There's only 2 Vegitos. And that's because he's mid. And also because he was shoehorned into Super, so, you know. He didn't even have a good place. He only has one good place. And honestly, he's not even good in Z either. He was a shoehorn in both arcs, I think. But that's just down to personal opinion. The issue is that Gogeta is getting disrespected entirely. He's being mischaracterized in Z. He's getting way too much flack in Super Saiyan 4. And then, of course, in Gogeta Blue, they're just hating on him entirely as well. Now, I haven't seen much gameplay for Gogeta Blue in Sparking Zero, so I really hope they didn't mischaracterize him. But to be fair, it's pretty hard to, because for Gogeta Blue, I think, honestly, you can just see the progression. They just made Gogeta more and more like Vegito. They're evolving his character. It's evolving, but backwards. It's kind of like how it's like how, just in general, any IP will take unique characters and slowly transform them into a one-note character. Like, literally, all of the Saiyans are just the most basic dudes ever. You can see with Goku. Goku used to be a little smarter, a little bit more tactful, but now he's got a little bit of tact, obviously. He's not entirely different, but he's definitely a lot, I guess, I don't want to say dumber. He's just become like the most basic anime protagonist ever, where he's just super dumb until the plot demands him being a little smarter. And it's like, Goku's kind of felt like a little basic to me. I feel like current Goku is not that much different than, like, Luffy. and I don't really care for that. The transformations are like carrying at this point when it comes to Goku, and I feel like Gogeta it's kind of the same thing right now. Gogeta was super unique in Z. Before Z Gogeta came out, we never had a character that was like Gogeta. A guy who just pops up and has to beat the villain. And does beat the villain and smiles sincerely knowing that he just saved the day. We have Goku and Z who did that. Buu Saga Goku, that is essentially Gogeta here. But minus the whole little laughing, the whole little anything else. There's no other side to him. It's just that. Goku was a dynamic character at that point in Z, and that was made him great. Gogeta, on the other hand, he's more of a force than he is a character, I would say. He obviously has a soul, and you can tell with his Soul Punisher, he's going to make sure you know about that soul. But it's not that hard to get Gogeta right. Just don't make him be a Saiyan, I guess is a better way to say it. Gogeta is like the perfect legendary hero for the Universe 6 Saiyans. The Universe 6 Saiyans are essentially just heroes through and through. They're just heroes. They literally are just like the police of the Universe 6. This is Gogeta. Pure of heart as well. But more importantly, he's always in fury until the job is done. That's just Gogeta. Now, this is a long yap. I didn't expect you to watch the whole thing. But if you did, let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think about the new iteration of Gogeta we're seeing in Sparking Zero? Because this is not the original one. This is a new one. And let me know what you guys think of just like the characterization. And let me know what you guys think about just the whole idea that Gogeta is getting absolutely slandered here. Comment down below, like, subscribe, the whole shebang. This is gonna be a video. This is one of the videos for sure. See you guys later. Goodbye.